What is up, everybody? Inferno back on the Sky Factory, and a lot of things happened between the last episode and the new episode, or this episode, soon to be the new episode. So let's just go ahead and let's just get right into it. Cool. So last time we got this thing set up with the grinder inside, which is super cool. Way cooler than having to fight those things manually. And a hidden bonus is the spawnable area on this is all in front of that guy, so we don't have to worry about keeping this lit up, because anything that does happen to spawn here is going to have a bad day. So screw those guys. We talked about this and upgrading this to full, well, tier 7 full. Tier 8 is going to be another adventure in itself. So yeah, that thing's churning away. You can also see I've upgraded my reactor situation here just a little bit. Working off of past experience, building one of these, where I just tried to build the whole thing all in one go. I'm going to do it kind of in a staggered way. So basically what I did is I just made a clone of that one here, and then I decided to go ahead and start building up. So I did this all just in one chunk. So it's, you know, obviously just as big as two of those together. So as it sits right now, I've got 29 this way, and then I built it all the way up. Once I connect the two, this is as high as it'll be. So this is almost kind of how wide and tall it is. It's going to be a couple blocks, like 3 or 4 more blocks wider, but this is how tall it's going to end up being. This thing is gigantic. I kind of did the same situation as I did with the other ones, except for I just left the middle connected, so that the middle fuel rod is way bigger. But I've still got the 4 outer layers with 3 layers of ender juice stuff, and then diamonds on the outside, and then of course the corners are hollow with lead in there just to keep that ender pearl stuff contained. So cool, that's that. You can see I've changed my chicken operation here just a little bit. I cleared this pen out and replaced them with coal, because I needed a ton of that stuff to make all those casings. The dragon is another story. I went ahead and did some fooling around in like a creative copy of this world to figure out what it was going to take to tame that guy. And it turns out it only takes about 10 fish. It does, however, only accept vanilla fish. So all these other ones, like, there's some other, like these guys that are added by this Pam's, it doesn't accept those. So it's only the vanilla fish. And I don't think there's a difference between, the different kinds of vanilla fish as to how much it tames him. But I think it basically works out to 10. And so I went ahead and broke down and just made a fishing rod, and it took probably half an hour or so to catch those 10 fish. I guess I maybe could have enchanted the rod. I didn't even think about that. So I made this little pond and this little thing to stand on. It's just easier to fish in this game with a little bit of elevation, just kind of see what's going on. So I got him tamed up, and I had him just hanging out. You can use a bone to basically command him to either sit or to follow you. And I had him just kind of hanging out down here, and then he just up and decided to get up and fly away, and he was gone. So I don't know if he's just out in the world somewhere, flying around doing his own thing, or what. But he's gone now, so it was fun while it lasted. We can go back at any point, get another egg, and find him. So let me get rid of some of this junk I picked up out of that spawner. Let me throw those boots away. I don't want those junking up my operation here. Get all this stuff out. So I've got some new cool toys you can see down here. I went ahead and made this dislocator. Like I said, it's just a magnet that you can turn on and off, which is cool. So you don't have to like throw it in an inventory out of your inventory so it's not pulling stuff in if you want it to not do that. I actually had made the larger one. This one has an 8 block radius. The larger one has like a 32 block radius. And I was down here doing stuff, working, making parts to make this stuff, and it was like collecting all the drops from up there, which I didn't want because it was just like junking up my inventory. So I went back down to the level, the 8 block radius. So that's that. This thing is cool. Whoops. Well, you can see. So there you go. That's what that does. If I shift right click, basically this thing is it's a teleporter, as you can see. The fuel is ender pearls. So you put ender pearls in your inventory, and then you add fuel. Left click it once, it adds one at a time, or you can shift click to add stacks at a time. It holds up to like 300 or something around about that number. Then what you do is, like, wherever you go, like if you want to be able to teleport right here, you click add new, and these are the coordinates where you're standing. Of course, this is where I had already set it to. You can change the name of it to whatever, and then commit it and add it to the list. You can lock it if you don't want to accidentally overwrite something. If you wanted to change it, you could move to a different location and then go back in here and set it to here, and then you can see the coordinates change. Go ahead and remove that. So while I'm here, I did some exploring in the end here and found one of these comets. There's probably other ones. I found one and saved it so I could show you guys. But this is in vanilla, like, the best place to mine the draconium ore. Each one of these gives you like 4 dusts per block, I think. That's only 2. It might be a different for each block too. It might be like a chance thing. Yeah, see, that one gave me 3. Anyway, the end stone variety is the best one as far as drop rates. And the core of this thing was obsidian. I vein mined a bunch of it out to show you the inside. It's got a bunch more than the tail of it does, but even the tail has quite a bit. So vanilla, this is the place you want to go to get when you start doing bunches of draconic evolution stuff. And it also grows somewhere. There was this ender lily. It can grow on endstone. You can grow these on dirt too. It just takes a lot longer. It still, even on endstone, takes quite a while. But these things will grow in pearls, so that's a way to like farm those. We don't really need that because we've got the plants and all that cool stuff. So while we're in there, let me go ahead and show the recipe for that. It's not too terribly difficult to make. It starts with this guy. So it's one of those, and then wyvern core, some draconium, a couple ender pearls to infuse this. This thing is kind of similar. Like, you can, if you have one of these, basically works like the same way, except for it only has 20 uses, and it can only store 1 location. So if you wanted to be able to come here, back to here quickly, you could set it here, and then go wherever you're going. And then if you needed to come back here, you could just use that thing. It's got a couple other uses too that I don't really need in this pack. Also, I found an end city, like an actual end city. So yeah, if you open this thing up and right click, it just teleports you to whatever you clicked on. Or you can shift scroll, and up in the top left there, it scrolls through your saved locations. So let's go here. Boom. So this is more of a proper end city. See, it's quite a bit bigger and more complete. But it's also got this little flying boat that has an ender dragon on the front of it. That's kind of cool. What you can find in this thing, got a brewing stand with some potions that the endermen are brewing up. We'll leave those to that. But down inside here, you get a chest with some stuff. It was like gold and iron and whatever. But this is the elytra that the achievement book talks about. This is the only way to fly in vanilla currently, I believe. I'm not really 100% sure how they work because I don't do a whole lot of vanilla, but that's what those are, and this is where you find them. And so let's go ahead and check out. I set another one to the Ender Dragon portal area, so we don't have to worry about using that end cake anymore. And then I set one to the Nether. So we really could probably just build a little platform here and tear that end portal out. I also put one of these ender chests in here, just to show how these work. These aren't the vanilla ones. These here are vanilla ender chests. They work kind of the same, except for they're not quite as in depth as this ender storage mod. Basically, with these, it's a little bit more involved in the recipe. Not actually, probably less expensive, but just different stuff. But it's got these. I don't actually know how to change them. Some way you can change maybe that open hand. I'm not, well, I don't even know how to change the, I don't know how to change the color codes here, but you can change these through however many different, shift click, left click, right click opens the chest, shift right click opens the chest. I don't know, I'll have to look that up. But basically, I just wanted to show how these work. So I've got another one in the base, and it's got all this stuff in it. So basically what it is any of the ender chests like this that you make that have the same color code share the same inventory, and you can access them from wherever you have one of these chests. And it also links to this ender pouch. I don't think you can change the code on this. It just is default white, white, white. Okay, here you go. So based on how you craft it. See, so based on what color wool, you can change the code. But this thing is basically a portable ender chest. So I wasn't really sure how I would use that, but it actually comes in pretty handy for all these tools and stuff that I might need sometimes, but don't really want to be carrying around all the time. So you can just throw them in there, and then this chest has it. You know, it shares the inventory. So if we go back home and look at our chest that we've got here, obviously it's going to have the same stuff. So that's kind of cool. Comes in handy, like I said, for tools and stuff that you might want to have access to, but don't necessarily want to be carrying around all the time. Wicked. Trying to remember what else I might have been doing off screen. It was really, like I said, it wasn't a whole lot of new stuff, just kind of quality of life / just crazy building stuff that's going to take a while. Obviously, it's still not anywhere near done with that. Went ahead and made a few more of these guys. Oh, okay. That does remind me something else I was working on. Upgrading my armor and my weapons. So I've got basic shield recovery on this. I was just trying to basically figure out how it worked. And then working on my sword a little bit on the damage, which you can see now is pretty significantly higher than it was, 22.5. So the way this works is, do I have my, yeah, okay, let me check this guy out. These are the upgrade keys, they're called. So depending on what kind of upgrade you're looking to use, you make the corresponding key. And then if you hover over it and hold shift, it shows you the infusion recipes at each tier. And then you can hold control and it'll pause it. The timer over there, I thought at first those were like levels of enchantment, but that's just a timer. And so I've got this upgraded to Wyvern, and that's why I needed to make these other infusers, because I needed 8 of them. So I need 2 nether stars, 2 wyvern cores, 2 blocks of emerald, and an awakened core. That's a lot of stuff. It's expensive stuff. That's expensive, man. So I got no nether stars. Needed several of those. Let me go ahead and get 2 blocks of emerald while I'm here. Two of those. I think it said 2. Was it 2 draconic cores and an awakened core? 2 wyvern cores and an awakened core. Alright, so what are we going to need for all that junk? This is an awakened core, so that's at 1 nether star. That's 4 more. It's going to be a bunch of nether stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 2 more. So 7. 7 altogether. Alright. Let's go ahead and get those collected here. Which, thanks to our handy dandy grinder, shouldn't take too long. So I need 21 of these. That's definitely going to be something I want to do pretty soon, is automate this a little bit more. Just to not have to fool with this kind of operation here. 4 times 7, 28. It's more than enough. And we'll just spawn in a few of these guys. I might just clip this and fast forward it or cut it out or something, because this is just going to be a few minutes of doing this back and forth. Alright, so that's done. We're back. So let's get all this stuff in here. Oh, yeah, that can go too. I don't need any of that. I need those. Alright, so I needed awakened core. Takes 4 of these and another star. Let's go take a buttload of these. Just make like a stack of them. Come on. There we go. That brings me to another point. My big chest over there is kind of coming to the end of its usefulness. There's some kind of a bug where once it gets to a certain capacity, it bogs out the... it bogs down... Let me grab one of these too. It bogs down the refined storage, so when you're pulling stacks and stacks of stuff like that out at one time, if you're on a server, it'll just lag the server to a halt, and on my, just my single player, it just freezes up the refined storage until it catches up. So I've got plans on fixing that too. What am I looking for here? I needed, what did I need? 2 wyvern cores. No, that's chaotic. Come on, I wish there was a way to like skip these manually. 2 nether stars, 2 wyvern cores, and okay, this awakened core is what I was trying to make. So it's 4 of those. I need 5 of those. There's 5 of those. I need 2 more nether stars. So those are that's those. Cool. And I'm gonna need more stars, aren't I? 2 nether stars, 2 wyvern cores. Yep, I'm gonna need 2 more. Ah. Okay, no problem. Let's go ahead and just get 2 more of those real quick. Give me those, get my soul sand back. Just half a stack of that, be fine. Alright, cool. Let's just get this out of the way. Guess I could have started the infusion, but too late for that now. I'm already over here. Doesn't take that long anyway. Boom! It's so satisfying. It never gets old. Leotomus? Leotomus? I don't know. No idea. Die! Sweet. Alright. Oh. So I said last time that you didn't. This thing worked like the jetpack and not like Creative Flight. I was completely wrong. I don't know what I was thinking, but maybe I was just so excited to have it. I don't know, but it works exactly like Creative Flight. Alright, cool. So let's nether star here. I needed, was that 4 of those? Yeah, 4 of those and 5 of these. And I believe that was the purple jobs here. The Steve Jobs. Yep, there we go. And then I think that should be good. Oh, I need to make those cores. 2 of those in there, so I needed 2 more of these, right? These. 2 more of those. 2 blocks of emerald. 2 of these. This guy, and then this core once it gets done. Pooh! Awesome. So, sword goes in here. The rest of this stuff goes in these. Over here. Upgrade too high for this. Oh, so did I not? Well, okay, so what did I do wrong here? Am I trying to skip a level? Or, okay, maybe those go in over in the purple ones. Is that what I did wrong? What? So, this thing's gonna irritate me. I don't know what it means. Draconic. So it goes basic, wyvern, draconic, right? Oh, did I make the wrong stuff? Oh shit, I might have made the wrong stuff. So I'm on wyvern though. Oh, you know what? I think I did make the wrong stuff. I think I was getting them confused. Now I'm really confused. Uh-oh. I hit something I shouldn't have hit. I hit one of my macros Was it that one? Okay, cool. Oh, nope. Not cool. Alright, are we good? Dang. Alright. So, alright, wait a minute here. What the hell's going on? Attack damage is at Wyvern. This is the attack damage. So Wyvern. Draconic. Another star, 2 Wyvern cores, 2 blocks of emeralds, and an awakened core. And the Draconic Infusion Injector. Ah, I did it again. Yeah, so those macros are right by my escape key. So I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Can I not just not upgrade this thing that far anymore? I might have to do some more looking into how these upgrades work. I thought I had it figured out. It worked the first 2 times, and it worked on my oh well, I don't know. I'll have to come back to that, but that's all right. I've got something else I can I just remembered about that's super awesome. This thing right here, this energy manipulator. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 ender eyes. 2 of these. Let me grab 2 of these. Put all this stuff back in there. What else did I need? 1 wyvern core. I'll keep that out. Alright, I'm not going to probably be able to actually show it how it works today, but we'll go ahead and build it and I'll tell you, kind of explain it. But basically what this thing does, 2, 3, 4, 7 eyes of ender. It you take it into the ender dragon area and you can spawn. What it does is it like goes through this whole kind of like an infusion process thing. It kills a bunch of endermen. So it's a wicked way to get a bunch of ender pearls too. And then it's so cool. It like makes one of these dragon eggs. Like it just spawns one. It doesn't kill the dragon, so then you can kill him and get a heart too. But instead of having to craft it, which takes a dragon heart and dragon's breath and 2, 3 nether stars, you just craft this guy, which does cost 1 nether star, but obviously that's less than 3. And all this other stuff is pretty cheap to make in a wither skull. And so yeah, you basically get 2 birds with 1 stone as far as being able to get a wither head. Being able to get those dragon eggs. Just way cheaper to do it this way. With the downside that it takes quite a while to actually do the process. So I'll go ahead and make it now, and then on the next episode we'll cliffhanger this shit and show you how that works. And now this isn't working. Now what am I doing wrong? Oh my god, I'm failing so hard at this. It's wyvern tier. 2 of those. I've got 2. Oh man, this is bad. I'm so bad at this game. So bad. Alright, so that should be what I needed. There we go. Awesome. So I'm gonna end it here. Let this thing craft up, and then when we come back, we'll go to the end and check this out. I'm also gonna try to figure out what's going on with the sword. We can do that on next time too. So hope everybody's having a good day today. We will catch you on the next one, and see you later, people.